Very pleased to be here this morning with you. So we'll present to you the project here from one of our big clients with Ojos POWERTRAIN. From concept to impact, translating AI and simulation into actionable use case. We'll go for the next 30 minutes through how Ojos implemented the project, what were the main challenges, what were the outcome, also looking at the next steps. I am Pierre Hoffer. I'm a senior director for EMEA at HPE on AI and HPC, and also leading our research center in Grenoble in France. And very pleased to have this morning. I will let each of my guests introduce themselves. So, Pedro, do you want to start?
Hello, I'm Pedro Moreno. I'm leading automotive for NVIDIA in the south of Europe. And automotive at NVIDIA is scientific computing, generative, agentic, reasoning, physical AI, now with a focus on enterprise, manufacturing, and AD. Glad to be here today. Thanks. Alberto?
So I'm Alberto de los Ojos. I'm not, the photo is not mine. I don't know why, but it's not a problem. I'm operation director in Ojos POWERTRAIN and in charge of the deployment of the AI in the whole company for Ojos. Yeah.
Thank you, Alberto. So, could you, Alberto, please introduce Ojos POWERTRAIN and how the group is set and your main objectives for the coming years?
Okay, so Ojos born in 2023 as a carve-out, the result of the carve-out from Renault, concentrating all the POWERTRAIN's factories and R&D and keeping the 125 years of experience in this sector. And in 2024, Renault, Geely, and Aramco has created a joint venture, joining the power of the three companies. And as a result, we have nowadays 19,000 employees, with 17 factories in the world, with 5 R&D centers. And as you can see, we want to be leader in the world of in the manufacturing of engines and gearboxes.
Okay. So, what challenges faced Ojos POWERTRAIN to move to a global program on AI?
So as industrial in automotive, we started in around 2016 with the digitalization of the company. We were finishing the lean manufacturing, introducing thousands of cobots, AGVs, cameras, and we saw that we had a lot of information from these assets, and decided to start to use this data. Then in 2023, we decided to give more power to this data because before we only use for the technician and expert to take decision, and we decided to start to integrate AI in the basics levels for the decision making. Directly from the data to the user of this decision. And in 2025, we discover the new possibilities with the AI, power as a physical AI, agentic AI, AI factory. And we decide to launch Kairos. Kairos is for us, is not a project, it's more than a project, it's a global transformation of the company. And with the deployment of this kind of AI in the whole company, in all function, in all factories, and in all R&Ds.
Okay. What are the main use case you choose and to solve which business challenges?
Yes, first I would like to show, because this is something pragmatical, as a manufacturing guy, I'm so pragmatic. And we have launched these 4 challenges. The first one is reduce the non-added value in the process in the factory. As you know, as bigger is the company, more efficient the processes are. And we have decided to introduce all the agentic AI, all the Gen AI, to reduce all this way to do the things. The second one is reduce the time to market, because as you know, we take a lot of time to launch a new product. Because we need to check, to produce prototypes and make different tests. And the idea is use the AI to reduce this long time to put our engines in the market, reducing 40%. So now we are in between 3 to 5 years to launch a new product. And the idea is to be in 2 years of the time to put a new product in the market. Thinking that the product that we make are so complicated, it's not so easy to define, we have decided to integrate the AI in the process of design. Nowadays, we take a lot of time to design a product, so the idea is to produce more smart, introducing the reduction of cost, so design to cost, design to quality, with the AI since the beginning, and finally reducing the cost. We have in a progress line, so we have decided 100 million euros for the next 5 years, but the minimum that we could achieve is 50 million per year as a result of the integration. It's only the beginning, it's only with the knowledge that we have today, but maybe we could be more, to reduce more the cost.
Okay. Pedro, I see the slides is not matching.
It's for me, this.
Oh, okay. That was the use
okay,
case.
No problem. Yeah. So we have, with your help from HPE and NVIDIA, we have decided what are the technologies that we will use more frequently in the company, and we have decided together what are the use cases that we need to launch quickly in order to start with the different technology. The first one is the easier one, is to detect anomalies in the manufacturing processes, using images and the AI to determine not only the defects, because defects is so easy today. We have a camera with this is so popular in the world. The idea is to go further and detect anomalies that we don't know, but there are not in our catalog of defects. And for this, we need to compare and to scale up our model in order to detect the simple changes between one and two other parts or engine. This is the first one. The second one is introduce the digital twin in the company. The decision is start with a new warehouse that we are launching for the after sales next year, and we want to have this from the beginning in order to adapt all the processes inside and to be to reduce the number of people who is going to work there. The third one is start with the physical AI using cameras. For us, it's so important start with the warehouse activities too, because there we have thousands of references, and we use one, we change places inside, and we need to make continuously inventory in order to don't lose parts and etc. And we are integrating the AI, the physical AI, to be able to integrate all the flow of the components, people to or AGVs inside the warehouse. And the fourth one is start with the engineering teams accelerating the simulation. This is important. For the moment, it's not introducing the AI in this, but for us, the time, as I said, the time to market is take a lot of time of simulation. With this, we are going to reduce a lot this time. And the final is start with the AI factory, starting producing synthetic tokens in order to be more accurate in all the models. This is more or less for the next year. This is our idea to launch, and we have started yet with this, and for the moment, perfect.
Nice challenge.
Yeah.
Pedro, what was the match between NVIDIA, HP to go on this response to Ojos POWERTRAIN?
Thanks. So let me first explain what we do at NVIDIA. At NVIDIA, our role is to accelerate computing. Basically, we identify which are the most complex computing workloads in the market and develop software libraries on CUDA. 75% of NVIDIA employees are software developers to tackle these problems. By doing so, we enable new technologies, new markets to emerge. Now, which technologies are relevant for industrial players like Ojos? First, scientific computing, CAE, computer-assisted engineering. So we see three trends there. First, acceleration, CPU to GPU. This is a no-brainer. Most computing workloads are already accelerated, and we see going from weeks, days to hours acceleration. Second, the usage of AI in CAE, which allow us to deliver nearly real-time, not so precise simulations using libraries like PhysicsNeMo. The third is the use of digital twins with these simulations. These allow, for example, engineers and designers to converge very quickly together with quick simulation before going to high fidelity simulation. Which are other workloads? Visual inspection, this is the key AI workload in manufacturing today, accelerated with synthetic data generation that increase the accuracy level, factory digital twins, planning and building the digital twins of your factories, enabling robotics. We mention a lot the word in digital twins. For us at NVIDIA, digital twins means visually and physically accurate. I often get the questions, why are your factories so beautiful? And they are not beautiful. They need to be visually and physically accurate because they are the playground to develop and train the robots for the future. So, not mentioned here in the slide, but of course, everything related to agentic reasoning AI for enterprise. So when you look at all these workloads, you see mostly scientific computing, multimodal inference, text, image, video, sound, and graphic capabilities. But you don't see heavy trainings because most industries, they don't make heavy trainings of models. And this is why NVIDIA delivered the RTX Pro in March this year as the AI factory reference for industrial customers. NVIDIA is an ecosystem player. We work with ISVs, GSIs that integrate these libraries at our customers. So Deloitte is working right now with Ojos on this project. And we work with long-term trusted partners like HP to deliver these AI factories and enable the customers with them. So Pierre, could you tell us a little bit more on how you are delivering these AI factories?
So let me first explain how HP approached the AI market. We are investing now for more than 10 years in AI on two streams. Historically, hardware certainly reinforced by the acquisition of SGI, Cray, that position us as the leader in terms of performance, but also sustainability, the number of I/O we can produce per second. Sustainability, because we believe that the market is switching, and we can see with the Gen AI in terms of consumption, we were at 50-50 between public cloud and private cloud or on-prem, like for us. This trend is now moving. 80% of the companies are looking at cost, sovereignty of the data, and going at scale to find other ways of using their system, either in a colo service provider that is local, with a private environment, or with on-prem solution. So that's the first stream. Second stream, we invested on software. We've done a recent acquisition on OpsRamp and Morpheus to monitor, administrate all these systems. But importantly, we announced last year a partnership with NVIDIA to co-develop a solution which is called Private Cloud for AI that is positioned at Ojos POWERTRAIN. In fact, when we approached the deal, we looked with NVIDIA, what were the use cases, what were the application, the work stream, the data, and especially the inference, how many users will address the solution. So we deployed different streams of and sets of solution. First, we choose a GPU one in terms of type of application. Choose the RTX 6000 Pro, integrated in a ProLiant. This is to use mainly the digital twin application and implement the first application that Ojos was looking at. Looking at PCI was a way for us and to propose to Ojos how to go at scale and now propose this application to all the 17 factories, the 17,000 employees, and looking at how this can be deployed in multiple geographies. So that type of solution can be implemented in this context. We also have an approach where we can look at, with the partnership and with the customer in terms of service, how we can implement the solution in the different phases and make sure we go at the same pace of the customer in terms of deployment.
Only one comment. It's so important, the concept of on-premise for us, because as you know, we are producing more or less one engine each 11 seconds. So we need a short time to react. So this is the good solution. Is this for this that we have work in this on-premise solution.
Alberto, looking now at the deployment, which is about to begin, what do you expect the platform to unlock for your teams?
So, Kairos means momentum in Greek. Is the correct momentum. And it's real because now we have data, we have good partners, we have the technology, but one of the most important things is the people who is going to deploy this. Here we need to create something new in the company, completely new, and we have decided to create the Center of Excellence. The Center of Excellence is not a team who is going to work isolate of the rest. The Center of Excellence is people who comes from all the function in the company, who want to invest in the AI for their function, and give us the possibility to integrate these guys in the team. So we have defined 4 different positions in this Center of Excellence. The first one is the business, because we don't want the people who is working out of the reality of the company makes things and then put out this solution. We need people who is fighting every day with the things, who is going to have a good approach of the business. The second one is the developers. We need developers. It's something that is not easy today to find in Europe. And now we need the help from external people. In this case, we are supported by Deloitte in this part of the competences, but we want to integrate these competences inside. So this the use cases is not only to achieve the result, but to guarantee the process to keep the competences inside. Of course, we need technology. We need people who understand about network, cybersecurity, architecture, etc. So these guys, we have this team. And the final one is the governance. It's not so easy because in the governance there are a lot of things. Here in Europe we have a lot of regulation that we need to take clear when we develop this. But the governance inside the company is not so easy because everybody can go to develop AI by their own way, and we want to federate in this center of excellence the way to do this. But I repeat, it's not a team dedicated, it's a team coming from all the functions who is going to develop the AI for all the company. Okay, and the last thing is, this is important, but I think the most important, and you know perfectly, the support for the CEO is fundamental. If this transformation don't comes from the CEO, it's better to stop, because you are going to have a lot of bugs in all the company, but finally you will have not a real AI acquisition.
Thank you. Pedro, how is this project positioning us in the industry?
So first, I'd like to say, to bounce on what Alberto said, the support from the CEO really makes a difference. We see that our CEO has this vision going AI, and this is really helping deploy at all levels of the company. Now, how is Horse preparing? The future for us is physical AI. Physical AI means intelligence that is able to make actions in the real world and understand the consequences of those actions. This is for us the biggest revolution in the years to come. Physical AI with reasoning will enable robotics, will enable automated driving. Basically, everything that moves will be automated. We see many POCs of robots in factories, isolated areas. This is very good to show capabilities, but it's not scalable. If you want to prepare for robotics, you need to build the foundational bricks. And foundational bricks are, first, vision. You need to have vision capabilities, working vision agents. Advice I always give to companies is start recording data now. This is going to be goal for tomorrow. The second is building the digital twins. Physically, visually accurate digital twins of your factories that will be connected to the data digital twins of your factory that many of you already have. And work in this merging between the real world, bringing real world data to the digital twin, and simulation to the real world by, for example, synthetic data generation, bringing simulation data to real world for training. Now connected to your industrial processes through agents so that you can include these robots. With this, you have the foundational layer. You will put the robots first in the digital twin to make sure that they are working properly before releasing them in the real world. And the problem is really complex because the robots are not alone. The robots are there to assist the employees that will be in the factory. They need to work with other robots, with AMRs, with AGVs, with forklifts. So an orchestration layer on top will be required. And this will be only possible in the digital twin.
Alberto, what are the next steps now for you?
So I make the transition with Pedro. So for 2025, 2026, it's clear that we need to deploy this center of excellence. We need to have enough people working in this. This is not only a question of concentrate this, but change of mentality of the whole company. Not easy in a big corporation, but finally we could deploy perfectly. Then 2027 will be a question of to scale these 5 use cases to the whole company and continue working with these technologies to create new use cases and deploy. And finally, 2028 for us is this, as said Pedro, connect the AI with the robots. As I said, we have thousands of AGVs, cobots, camera visions, etc. So we need to make these assets intelligent assets. Today, an AGV don't think. Go from one point to the other. One cobot repeat always the same activity. The idea is to integrate the physical AI in all these assets in order to adapt to the reality these robots. And why not humanoids in the future? Why not all the scalable of the robotics? This is for us the next step. And for R&D, in 2028, we attempt to be able to design the new products with the AI. And as I said, design to cost, design to quality.
Thank you, and thank you for this great partnership. Thank you both. So I hope you saw how vision, governance, technology can drive really an industry transformation. We invite you to come to our booth, HP, NVIDIA, on T13 during the day. We have different use case that we present that we can also adapt to your industry. We have some partners who have developed partners as service providers and VARs who have integrated some application and are also on the booth. So you're welcome, and we'll be happy to meet you and respond to your question. Good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.